Minutes after Clark was picked, stores rolled out Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jerseys and t-shirts.
Fans are on the hunt for anything and everything Clark now that she's officially a member of the Indiana Fever.
From Christmas time through, I mean, we didn't have nearly enough in stock for just the regular jersey t-shirts and whatnot. And then it's just been nonstop orders coming in still today.
You've seen Aja Wilson dominate on the court, but now she's facing a whole new game. Caitlin Clark's merch is flying off the shelves, while Wilson sits untouched. What's behind this sudden shift in the WNBA marketplace? You thought Aja Wilson was unstoppable. There's a new player in town, and she's selling out faster than courtside seats at the finals. Caitlin Clark, the rookie sensation, is turning the WNBA merch world upside down, but how exactly is she doing it? Let's talk about Clark's college success. This girl was a walking highlight reel at Iowa, breaking records left and right. Now she's bringing that same fire to the WNBA, and fans can't get enough. But it's not just her on-court skills that are making waves. Remember when new merch used to sit on shelves for days? Not anymore. Clark's stuff is flying off the shelves faster than you can say three-pointer. We're talking about her items selling out in minutes. That new basketball with her name on it, gone in less than 30 minutes. It's like Black Friday came early and Clark's the hottest deal in town. Now you might be thinking, so what? New players always get a little hype, but here's where it gets wild. While Clark's merch is vanishing before your eyes, Aja Wilson's stuff is still sitting pretty on the shelves. It's like comparing a packed arena to an empty gym. The difference in demand? It's not just noticeable, it's jaw-dropping. But wait, there's more.
Now that Clark is headed to Indiana, many people may be swapping out their Hawkeye gear for Fever clothing.
And here on campus, if you look at the Caitlin Clark story, just in the merchandise sold, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
You break it, you own it, and Clark number 22 have been popular.
Actually, a lot of excitement on the fans and the students' part to watch the games, to go to the games. And sales have been really strong.
Dick Weiss posted that more Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jerseys were sold in one day than the Cowboys sold last year for the entire team.
Clark's not just boosting her own brand. She's like King Midas, turning everything she touches to gold. Her former Iowa teammates, their jersey sales are skyrocketing too. It's like Clark's got some kind of magic touch, spreading success wherever she goes. And if you thought that was impressive, check this out. Remember that basketball I mentioned earlier? The one that sold out faster than a New York minute? Well, it's not staying sold out, nope, it's popping up again on the secondary market. But here's the kicker, that $24.95 ball, it's now going for up to $200. That's not just demand, that's desperation. People are willing to pay 8 times the original price just to get a piece of the Clark magic. As Clark rewrites the WNBA playbook, not everyone's keeping up. Remember when Aja Wilson was the face of the league? Now she's barely cracking the top 5 in jersey sales. What's behind this stunning reversal of fortune? Let's talk about Aja Wilson's merch situation. It's not just underwhelming, it's downright shocking. We're seeing a champion's gear collecting dust while rookie item vanish in minutes. Wilson, once the undisputed queen of the court, now finds herself in 5th place when it comes to merchandise sales. That's right, 5th. In a league where she's been a dominant force, her products are suddenly struggling to find homes. You might be wondering, how did this happen? Well, it's not just about Wilson losing her touch. It's about Clark completely changing the game. While Clark's items are causing online frenzies, Wilson's are barely causing a ripple. It's like watching a blockbuster movie premiere next to an empty theater. The contrast is that stark. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about t-shirts and jerseys. It's about the changing face of the WNBA. Wilson's struggle to move merch is more than a sales hiccup. It's a sign of a seismic shift in the league. Fan engagement is changing, and fast. The players who capture hearts off the court are now just as important as those who dominate on it. So what's behind Wilson's merch meltdown? It could be a mix of things. Maybe her marketing strategy isn't hitting the mark, or perhaps her public image isn't resonating with fans the way it used to. Her on-court performance? Still stellar. But in today's WNBA, that might not be enough. One insider put it bluntly, her jersey situation is shocking to me. It tells you all you need to know about who's moving the needle in the league. Ouch! When a star player can't move jerseys, it's more than just a sales problem, it's a popularity problem. This merch battle is reshaping the power dynamics of the entire WNBA. It's not just about who's the best player anymore, it's about who can drive fan excitement, who can create buzz, who can sell out arenas and clear out online stores. And right now, that player isn't Aja Wilson. Think about it, if Aja Wilson, a league MVP and champion, can't drive merch sales, what does that mean for her future endorsements? Her signature shoe? As one commentator noted, if Aja Wilson can't sell merch or to the point of getting a signature shoe, well, why put one out? It's a harsh reality, but in the world of professional sports, marketability often trumps raw talent. Think you know how a rookie impacts a pro league? Think again. Clark's presence is doing more than just boosting ticket sales. It's exposing cracks in the WNBA's foundation. How deep do these fissures go? And what do they mean for the future of women's basketball? Let's talk about the Clark effect. It's not just about merch flying off the shelves. This rookie's making waves that are rocking the whole WNBA boat, and not everyone's happy about it. Gilbert Arenas, never one to hold back, dropped some truth bombs about how WNBA players are reacting to Clark. He's saying there's a whole lot of side-eye going on. Why? Because Clark's getting all the attention and that spotlight is shining on everyone else too, but not in a good way. Arenas points out that when you've got a star like Clark, suddenly everyone's watching every move. That means when other players do something that looks unsportsmanlike, especially towards Clark, it's like it's happening under a magnifying glass. And let's be real, that kind of scrutiny can make anyone nervous. But here's where it gets really interesting. Arenas isn't just talking about jealousy, he's suggesting that some players might be showing their true colors, and it's not pretty. He's hinting that there's a bigger problem in the WNBA, one that could be holding the whole league back. You might be wondering, what's the big deal? It's just a few players getting annoyed, right? Wrong. This is about more than just hurt feelings. It's about the future of the WNBA. Think about it. If players are coming off as unsportsmanlike, especially towards the league's new golden girl, what does that do to fan engagement? How does that affect people's willingness to buy tickets, watch games, or yeah, buy merch? Speaking of merch, let's circle back to those Clark basketballs. Remember how they sold out in minutes? Well, now they're popping up on the secondary market. And get this, those $24.95 balls are now going for up to $200. That's not just demand, that's straight up mania. So what does all this mean for the WNBA? It's like we're watching a perfect storm. You've got a rookie superstar who's not just playing well, but selling like crazy. You've got established players who might be feeling the heat. And you've got fans who are watching it all unfold, deciding who they want to root for and spend their money on. This isn't just about who's the best player anymore. It's about who can capture the public's imagination, who can drive excitement, who can make people want to be part of the WNBA experience. And right now, Clark's running away with that game. But here's the million-dollar question. Is this good for the WNBA? On one hand, you've got unprecedented interest in the league. Clark's bringing in new fans, driving sales, and getting people talking about women's basketball. On the other hand, if this creates tension among players, if it exposes unsportsmanlike behavior, could it end up hurting the league's image?